got a nice little secret right here. And let's find out what's our little secret. Oh, this bag was like legitimately ripped. I'm not even ripping it at the right spot. It is a piece of cardboard. That's right. It's a piece of cardboard. All that work for a piece of, I can't keep on selling that. It was just something to be able to protect what is actually inside it. So what is it? Well, before I end up diving into it, this secret lair is going to be an upgrade for Kudo, Ayula, Lathril, and a futures project that we're going to squirrel away for a little bit later. What is this? Well, this is Magic the Gathering Secret Lair. Their magic is limitless. This is an interesting secret lair because this is one of those that didn't have a limit of how many secret lairs that was going to end up being printed, so you didn't have to do a mad dash. You had, I think, a week to be able to pre-order this guy. But this is all female artists, and this actually half the profits ended up going over to the female group, which I cannot remember right off the top of my head. So we'll end up putting that right down below of what group that was. So without further ado, let's switch on over to the good old Pat Cam. This is that secret lair that we're talking about. Their magic is limitless. Slide you on down. So this is that Magic the Gathering secret lair that we were talking about. Their magic is limitless. Traditional foil. So I ended up electing for the foils this time around. And that's kind of a unique way because I don't normally go for foils. And if you're wondering about a secret lair, they end up having to strip back here to be able to rip that. They kind of cut down on the packing where it doesn't have a box anymore to be able to have to deal with that. Unless you end up ordering the commander decks, which I think they're going to end up having a Muku deck. Ooh, that's always nice. Alone we are strong. Together we rise. That's a pretty good quote. Thank you for being part of the secret lair, supporting the Global Fund for Women. That's what the group is. Woohoo! The Global Group Fund for Women. So supporting of women. And we have some cool art that was going to be inside this. All cards I don't have a home for, but like I said, with the openings of this, we have upgrades that's going to go through a few different decks that we have. So let's start it off with Dark Ritual. Maybe we should zoom a little bit more since we got it up there. Costs us 1 black, and you end up getting 3 black in returns at instant speed. It's a great one that has Liliana as the art. Cultivate. Costs us a green and 2. It's a sorcery. We get to search our library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards, put one into the battlefield tapped, and the other one into our hand. Now, this is a big reason why I ended up picking up the secret lair. Finale of Devastation. 2 green and X. Sorcery. We get to search our library and or graveyard for a creature card with a mana value of X or less and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. If X is 10 or more, creatures you control get +X and gain haste until end of turn. Oh, they even have flavor text. Nature's Fury will not be stopped. So this is an upgrade that we're going to end up putting into Ayula. This is going to be my Ayula, is my little pet deck, so I'm trying to put all the cool stuff with that. This is obviously a full art, and that's something that I'm trying to go over with. To review, we'll check out all the flavor texts while we're going back over to it. So Cultivate's flavor text. For the roots to nourish the sprouts, we must tend to the world in which they grow. And now the Liliana or the Dark Ritual. Light the pyre, raise the veil, voices roar above the gale, soul and snoo, breathe in blood, power in the endless flood. This I'm super excited about. I love that art with this. I love how it ends up looking, and this is going to look amazing in Ayula. I mean, it'll look amazing in anything because it just downright looks amazing, period. Now we got Lathril, Blade of the Elves. This could be a commander. It's a green and a black for a 2/3 body, an elf noble, menace, and whenever Lathril deals combat damage to a player, create that many 1/1 green elf warrior creature tokens. Then tap 10 untapped elves you control, and then each opponent loses 10 life and you gain 10 life. Stance ready, strike true. So this is going to be the new face for Lathril. I've been looking for it. There was one I was super tempted about. It was a full art. But as soon as I saw this art, I knew this had to be the choice for that. I'm setting aside all of them that we have plans. So we have a coat of arms. It's an artifact that costs 5. Each creature gets a +1/+1 for each other creature on the battlefield that shares at least one creature type with it. Remember, when we raise our shields, we don't raise them alone. So this is one that we're going to squirrel away for a future project. Soul Ring. Good old classic. We know exactly what that does. We have it costs 1, and you end up making 2 colorless. This is going into Kudo. That's a beautiful path to ancestry. I gotta see how many of them I have, where I have that. I think this might be in Olua. If that is, that's going right into Olua. This path to ancestry enters tap. Tap, add 1 mana of any color with your commander's color identity. When that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. Flavor text is... Oh, I didn't read the flavor text on the Soul Ring. The past guides us, but the way in yours is to choose Ronin. Let's set that over in that pile. Back to the Soul Ring. The flavor text is, if we align our ether just so, Mambo Saili, and we adjust the flow of mana, added Brea, that's it, they exclaimed, in unison as their vision sprung to life. Another one that we're going to end up squirreling away is going to be Llanowar Elves. Costs 1. Taps for a green. Elf Druids, a 1/1. This is going to be awesome. And the final card, which I don't know where it's going to be home, is the Elf Warrior. I don't know where that deck's going to end up going to it, but it's definitely one of those that I want to be playing with it. So, to review, ones that don't have a home quite yet. Actually, that one does. Elf Warrior doesn't have a planned home yet. Path to Ancestry, still no home yet. Dark Ritual, still no idea of a home yet. But ones that do have a home, one of them is Cultivate. Another one's Llanowar Elves. And Coat of Arms. This is going to be in a future deck that we're going to squirrel away and be able to save that for later. But it does have a plan. Soul Ring is going to go into Kudo. The King needs a little bit more bling. Lathril, Blade of the Elves. Well, obviously, it's going to become the face commander for Lathril. And finally, but not least, Finale of Devastation. That's going to be the upgrade for Olua. Support our queen. Put it in our nice little pet deck that we end up having. And I'm so excited for this. If this is something that you like, let us know down in the comments down below. And as always, thank you for watching. And until next time, we'll see you later.